Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. I'm PhazonFlux, and yeah, we're gonna pick up where we left off. First episode, we took down the first boss of World 1, Vegetable Valley, and we obtained one of the broken pieces to the the Star Rod. So now we're just gonna continue our adventure. So how have you guys been? Pretty excited that the first episode seemed to go well. It wasn't as difficult to record as I thought it would be. The editing took a while though, but I mean, that's to be expected. I remember Parasol Kirby. When I was little, I used to use Parasol Kirby all the time. Because I used to think he was so powerful, because that umbrella, I mean, look at that. I mean, look at that. It just protects you from everything. It's so great. Nowadays, I don't really like it so much, because it's kind of hard to control with the floating aspect here. Ah, oh, good, I was afraid that was going to kill me. Now here's a good power. Tornado Kirby. The problem with it though is it doesn't break through blocks. Like those little star blocks. Yeah, it doesn't break through those. But it'll clear enemies very well. Alright, stage 1 of Ice Cream Island. Wasn't too bad. Game's still pretty easy, but it'll get tougher as we go on. Let's go ahead and try one of these mini games. This one's different from the bomb. This one is basically a race. So let's see how I do. Basically you have to hold A to gain speed, but you don't want to hold A when there's spikes. Yeah, like that. I'm doing really well. I don't want to jinx myself though. Ow. Oh wow, nice, I won. On some of my practice runs I was never able to win. So, awesome, that's great. Yeah. 3 1-ups, that was delicious. Alright, let's continue with our adventure. Ooh, that was a close one. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Tornado Kirby won't destroy blocks, but it's good for taking out enemies. In the newer games, they fixed that. Like, I think Squeak Squad and Tornado Kirby will destroy blocks, which is good. But, as of this game, you can't. Alright, cool. Now, this is something I always like to see. Whenever you see a bunch of just random enemies like this, it means you got a mini-boss to take down. Again, I don't really know the name of this guy, since it doesn't say his name, but he will give you wheel power, which is awesome. I love Wheel Kirby. It's kind of a staple for certain puzzles in most Kirby games. Alright, and that does it for stage 2, I think, right? Alright. Another minigame. Sure, let's do it. I did really bad last time, so hopefully I can do better this time around. Basically, you just hit A whenever the bomb comes towards you to knock it away. Simple concept, but it gets tough. You really gotta be ready for it. I was not ready for it. Oh well. Not a big deal. I mean, like I said, the minigames aren't really that important. Whenever you start over, like whenever you exit the game and turn it back on, your lives are reset anyways, so it's not like 1-ups are really that big of a deal. Wow, that was kind of funny. That was not. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, hello. UFO Kirby. Alright. So he's basically Beam Kirby plus Laser Kirby, which we haven't seen Laser Kirby yet, but he's pretty good. Plus he's a little better in the sense that you can charge up his laser like that. Yeah, UFO Kirby's awesome. It was always one of my favorite abilities as a kid, and even nowadays in Kirby games I love getting the UFO power. It's a little awkward to control at first though, if you're not really sure what you're doing. Ooh, another mini boss. This time against the Meta Knights. This takes lots of concentration. I do like Kirby music. Most of the boss fight music's actually really good. Just about any Kirby game, really. Come on. Oh, that's the thing. Once you have your laser charged up as UFO Kirby, you can't turn around. Alright. Nice. Normally these fights can be pretty tough. So, just because there's so many of them, but if you just play it cool, play it safe, you shouldn't have too much trouble. Now, if I remember correctly, UFO Kirby only lasts for the stage that you're in, because see, once I exit, I shouldn't be UFO anymore. Yeah. So, UFO Kirby's usability is pretty limited, but it's pretty nice whenever you can get it. So, we're just gonna keep going. I foolishly did not check the time to see when I started recording, so I have no idea when I started recording, so we're just gonna play this by ear. As long as I'm not over 15 minutes, I should be fine. Oh. And there we have it, folks. First death of the LP. It only took episode 2. Kind of surprised it didn't happen in the first episode, but I digress. I want that tomato. Sometimes you just gotta trade stuff in Kirby games. Like, some platformers are really unforgiving. Like certain Mario games and super crazy games like I Wanna Be the Guy and stuff like that. Super Meat Boy. Those games can be very unforgiving. And since Kirby has like a health meter, you can oftentimes just trade hits to do what you need. Alright. Now this is a really good power, Mike Kirby. I didn't really talk about it, but in the first episode, when I took down the very first mini-boss, that gave that nuclear explosion kind of power, that's Crash Kirby. This power, Mike Kirby, is basically that on crack. Because you have 3 different uses, and it's just screaming. It takes out all the enemies on the screen. Let's see if there's anything over here. I'm pretty sure that's where I gotta keep going, so I'm gonna check this door first. There you go. Yep. Sorry about that. I accidentally hit my mic. So yeah, Laser Kirby's pretty cool too, because if you have a slanted surface, the laser will bounce off it. Ow. Problem is, the laser is pretty weak, and it's not too fast, so you really gotta be careful when using it. See, did I get one? Oh. It's really close though. I'm getting better, I think. Let's see, is it boss time? Like I said, I have no idea when I started recording, so I think I'm just gonna play it safe and just call it an episode here. Sorry if it wasn't really that interesting. We didn't get to a boss, but we had a couple mini bosses, and I'll explore the copy room in this arena a little bit later. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you all have a blessed day, This is PhazonFlux, signing off.